Hi guys, it's Lenius with another video in the editor of Final Fantasy XIV. Today I tried doing one of my favorite video game characters, which is Albert Wesker from the Resident Evil series. He looks, I would say, pretty much identical to the real one. As usual, there's not the perfect hairstyle to recreate the character because they may have really specific hairstyle. Also, other videos I made, the problem was the hairstyle, but as long as they look similar, like this one, it still looks the part, right? So for the rest, I think it really looks similar. The only thing, if you think it may look a bit odd, is because he's not wearing sunglasses, right? So every time, even in the Resident Evil games, every time you see Wesker without glasses, he always looks strange, because yes, you're not used to see his eyes even indoors, so I think that's not a problem. Now going in, I'll just show you how to make him and why I decided to use certain things, and you may be interested in that if you like playing with the editor. And I forgot to tell you also, around all those videos I discovered that you can also use you can also personalize your retainers. I never used them up to that point, so these videos you can use them for your main character, but you can also use them for your retainers. So I didn't use Wesker from one of my retainers, but if you want, you can. And first the race. So the race, I used the normal human here with Highlander clan, because it was the only race that could recreate this character. And then into appearance, we have all of these things that you can find in the comment. There's always my comment with all of these settings. You don't have to go back and forth through the video. Once you've seen it once, you can just go in the comment and copy everything from the comment that I have pinned. So starting with height, I went with here's it 180. He's a pretty tall character, not that tall, but for Final Fantasy standard, this is medium tall, you could say, right? It's not like extremely tall character, so it's fine. Muscle tone 60. With this clan, if you go higher than this, it really looks like a statue. So this looks like him. It's still pretty natural. That's it. Unless you want to make like the Wesker, the version of Resident Evil 5 last boss, which is fully transformed, then you can make him look like a freak. Skin color is pretty pale. I went with this row over here. You can choose anything from this area, I would say, like from this area over here. This is too pale, this is too dark for him. Hairstyle is pretty important. This one was the best option in my opinion, so you just scroll down one row, you find this in the bottom. It was the best option because he has a really polished hairstyle. Really, everything is kept in place. Generally, everything is pulled backwards, but this one still looks quite similar, especially from this side over here, where you can't see the part. Hair color, kind of a fair blonde, so this one was perfect. Face number 2, and then jaw number 4, hand shape number 3. Even though if you find a pair of like glasses or sunglasses that you like, and you really wanna cosplay Wesker, you should just cover his eyes. Iris size is small. Eye color red. His eyes are red since Resident Evil 1 when he takes the virus. Eyebrows number 4. Nose number 6. Let me show you just a little bit of a side profile, some lighting. Mouth number 3. Lip color, I didn't use it, but because he has always really pale lips, so I just, with these settings, you have no lip color. Facial features, none. No, this was neat. He has a really clean face. Tattoos, none. Here you don't use anything. And face paint. Okay, so if you watch some of my other videos, you know that I always use some of these to kind of make a darker circle around the eyes, because it looks more realistic, like in real life. And you may think that he has this gray shade all around his eyes because I use this one, but actually this race, the Highlander, has by default really dark circles around the eyes, so it was actually too dark here. It really looks like he was just punched in the face. So I used this with, and I'll show you, like a really light pink to kind of cover the dark circles around the eyes. So this time I used them to do the opposite, to make this area over here a bit lighter, but still the result is that he has really pale face and a bit of a darker shadow over here. I would have liked to make it lighter because this is still a bit too much for me, but there was no way of making it too light, unless you would just go into the skin color and make him look darker, but then he wouldn't look like the real Wesker. So just be careful not to do what I usually do if you copy me, to make a dark face paint, because then you would literally have him like have two black circles around his eyes if you may use a really dark color. And that's it. Voice, I use the voice number 7.
Yeah.
The laugh is on point. The laugh is pretty on point, but if you know the character, you know that he has a really unique voice. So there was nothing that was really like his voice, but at least with voice 7 the laugh sounded on point. So that's the best I can do. And that's it. So thank you for watching the video, and if you watched the whole explanation, well, I'm really pleased by that. And you can subscribe if you are interested in more videos and stuff like that, and leave a like and a comment if you decide to use my design for either your character or your retainer. So that was it, and see you in the next video. Thank you.